Hello, how's everybody doing out there? YDBT Daily coming at you on a Thursday. We're going to talk today about the GTD Goodwood Festival debut. A lot of the new cars that are up and coming tend to do that little hill climb or little course that they do over there. That's where I showed you the that crazy electric car that did it like in 38 seconds and other vehicles. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you a back-to-back comparison. Okay, in my opinion, the Goodwood Festival of Speed is one of those very prestigious, high-end, great places where you want to debut a car and you want to impress. And when they showed the GTD for the first time, did a big burnout, went up and down the course. But let me be plainly, I'm not even going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you my thoughts on it. I'm going to show you a comparison against a similar vehicle that debuted at that event, and tell me which one got your motors running. Tell me which one excited you the most, and I'm going to show you both hill climbs. So it's going to be about 2 minutes of just video hanging in there. Also, what I'm going to talk about is the 24 Mustang Hypocrisy. So when I first talked about the 2024 Mustang, I made fun of the fact that it had two throttle bodies. Everybody remembers that. That I said, why the hell does it have two throttle bodies going into one intake? That's so stupid. They would have been better off if they just would have had one throttle body and, whatever. And everyone on the internet that dislikes me said, you are so stupid, Alex. 2 is better than 1. So after a year of the car being out, I went, okay, I accept that it has two throttle bodies. I accept that that it is a feature of the vehicle. So that's kind of like what it's known for, right? When you open the hood of a 24 Mustang and you look down, how do you know that between, what's a 24 and what's a 23? Two throttle bodies on the 24. But since the Whipple came out, and all of these people that rely on the margins to make money, garages, shops, alike, all of a sudden changed their tone. And they said, no, one throttle body is better. The moment they saw that Roush used the feature of the 24 Mustang, two throttle bodies, and retained it in their blower setup. And the attacks, it sucks, it's phase 2. You don't need two throttle bodies. Well, which one is it, dude? Do you need two throttle bodies or do you not need two throttle bodies? The hypocrisy is ridiculous, and we'll talk about an example of that. Imagine saying Alex is stupid for saying that the 24 Mustang has two throttle bodies, and in the same breath saying all you need is one throttle body on a Whipple to make good power. 2 is useless. Crazy stuff. We'll talk about that and many of your questions, comments, and concerns, but not before Mr. Bill O'Reilly says hello to the people here.
Okay. We'll do it live.
Okay.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Right. Fucking thing sucks.
It does suck. Absolutely. DNAHalfHomers.com, one of the title sponsors of Talking Shit, YDBT Daily, and the Peasant Chat. Thank you very much. Get all of your parts there. Every single part you want to buy, you go to DNAHalfHomers.com first. Tell them you are from the show. Might give you a little bit of a discount. Calimer Transmission, CalimerTransmission.com. Stage 2, MC84, D4, D4, D2, 11 to 17, forks, you name it, clutches, T56s, you name it, we can get you hooked up with a built transmission for your late model Mustang. Late model performance. I received my Corvette, drives really good. It's been raining, so I can't get to drive it that much, so I will give you, and the AC quit on it all of a sudden, so I have to fix that, because it is 1,000 degrees down here. Late model performance, PMAS, Nick James and PMAS, the best cold air intakes on the planet. No other cold air intake matters. Fuck everybody else. Parts.com, pay their bill. Used parts, guys, go there if you're going to buy a motor, crank a pallet, rear end, panels, you name it. MFP of Australia, going to get some crank supports coming to Auto Solution. And Beadlock. Beadlock Industries announced a new wheel design today. Check it out. So you know how you want to know how... You want to know how someone is dealing drugs or not? They got the latest and greatest design of Beadlock wheel on their R8 or what have you. Andy Ali, Nick, Clint Stroke, B. Levesh, D-Rock Fox, Rizzy, Joe Swish, Juice, Diddy, Money 540, Valley 10 Speed, Gallo Bravo, London Cop in the house, CJM, Stuart DT, Jaskorsky, Pito Chiquito, London Cop again, DJ Lux, Sisqo Performance, like Steven Seagal. Reflex, Robo Style, Tango, I'm Hunk Solo, Paul Ponthieu, Reflex again, El Patron de la Cerveza. Travis, Paul Ponthieu, Joseph Roman, Live Strip, Second Shift Racing. Love the video you guys put out there on Real Teal. Great work, good diagnosing. Apparently there was like a cradle thing that holds down on the head that got loose. They didn't check the bolts and it ate up the I think the number 1 push rod. Cam is okay, so they're gonna have to redo that, but luckily it was an easy fix. You took her up on a free speech. Real Teal in the house. It is in the house. Which one is Real Teal? Is it just Second Shift Racing, or is there another guy that owns Real Steel? Not Real Steel, Jesus Christ. Real Teal. Real Steel. South Detroit Entertainment, Jack Stand, Ants 90, Coyote, 1320 Mafia, 2-3 Whipples only. Fuck, I love that shit. Mark Christensen, ESS 10th Johnny Boy, Zach Anderson, Ants, Stroke 302 Mustang, Abel, Jared Wells, Jonathan Tonka, 10R, Mango Brain, or Brian, Mango Brain, Leo 101 RTR, Hater Powered, Justin Michael, Wraith 6668, Ray, Michael, Ants, Boost, Tyler, Jimmy Jams, Rosh. Wow, Jimmy Jams. I haven't seen you in forever, man. I hope you're still with that girl. She seemed like a good catch. Marry that chick. Just get it over with. Become 20% of the population and hope you're going to make it. Devin, Kilometers, Mr. GT500 himself, Nick Nair, Hater Powered, and all the usual suspects. So, let's play the Mustang GTD at Festival Goodwood Speed. Did a dumb, stupid, long burnout, which I love. I fucking hate burnouts. Burnouts are only good when you're going to warm up your tires doing a quarter-mile run. But check out this run. I'm going to try to keep the settings low so you can see it. But, okay, this is the GTD run at Festival. Again, this isn't competitive, but you would have thought that they would have like really flogged the shit out of this thing.
Ford Mustang, and they just wound everything up to 11, or maybe it was 12.
It is completely road legal as well. This track-ready supercar, though, supercharged 5.8 litre V8, over 800 horsepower in this car. Carbon fibre body, semi-active suspension. It's even got DRS.
It's got DTR. It's funny because we're European and it's obviously American. And GTD, you think it's a diesel. Just listen to it. It's very clearly not a diesel. Supercharged V8 in it, 830 horsepower, rear gearbox. Wonderful thing. But yeah, they're now taking allocations.
Okay, so that was that. So now, what I want to play for you, oh my God. What I want to play for you is the 350R that ran at Festival of Goodwood Festival of Speed back in 2017. Call me crazy. I think the GT350 run was more exciting to look at. It was cooler. The guy was shifting gears. The 350 was screaming 8,000 RPMs. The guy had his hands full of that car and it was shifting. It was just so freaking cool. You got to understand that when you see a visual representation of this car, one of them excites you. The other one makes you go, looks quick, but at the end of the day, it doesn't excite you, and it is $200,000+ and it is only going to be sold to a select few. So, relevance. What are you doing? What kind of emotions are you stirring up? You're not stirring up anything with the general public. You are making, let's say, investors that have a lot of money, or let's say people that can pull up a certain amount of money and, buy it through one guy. You're basically making them money by making a car that's like a one-off. Nobody is going to road race this at a decent capacity, just like nobody really road races GT3 RSs. They become basically cars that appreciate the moment you take them home. Now, when I said, I don't pay attention to the GTD, but this video made me pay attention just to get a good look at it. I don't care because it's not in my wheelhouse. Is it me, or did Ford directly rip off the GT3 GT3 RS styling. They ripped off the wing. They ripped off the front hood, little insert cooling things. They ripped off everything. You don't think so? Okay, let's do a side-by-side comparison. This is a GT3 RS. Take a look at that wing, asshole. Take a look at that wing. Take a look at the, what do you call these little winglets here above the fender? What are they called? These little things right here. So look at the wing shape. Look at these little air, whatever the fuck's, vents, and look at the intake on the hood. Now let's look at the GTD. Oh, would you look at that? It's motherfucking identical. Inlets, vents, and the wing is almost a direct ripoff. Like, guys, this is egregious. This is like, fuck you. It's like what Hyundai does when they take a Telluride, and it basically looks like a Land Rover. This is this is so egregiously bad that they literally directly they said, what's the GT3 RS have? It's got this. Okay, let's put that. What's the GT3 wing look like? It's got this wing. Okay, let's do that, but a slightly different variant. It is so ridiculous. And again, I don't pay attention. I don't care. But it is interesting to point it out that there's a reason why I've been down on Ford for the last 4 years. Someone says canards, extractors, canards. GTD wants to be a Porsche so bad. Fender extractors, canards. Temu GT3 RS. Right. So Ford basically looked at the GT3 RS and said, let's copy that. Now let's see what the GT2 RS, which supposedly is the Billy badass motherfucker, the one that makes big boy power. Let's see what that looks like and what kind of, because that's going to be its competition. But I said, if I was a Porsche guy and I was like a diehard Porsche guy, I'd look at the GTD and go, why don't you just call it the GTD RS? Like, why don't you just call it that? You literally took cues and you didn't even try to hide the fact that you made it look exactly like it. And I get it. If you're going to rip off from Porsche, I totally get it. But let's start really being critical here. There is nothing that you're buying that is unique. It is a GT500 carbon body made by Multimatic. You could probably build a better car for less money. Maybe you don't think so, but I don't know. Call me crazy. If this thing is not tunable, because it is probably not tunable, it'd be interesting if they do what they did with the Fat House cars where they're not street legal. Imagine buying a Mustang twin turbo that is said to be a badass straight line car, but you can't drive it on the street. So you know this thing's just going to sit somewhere in a museum and never get beat up. And the guy that's going to race it in the drag strip is going to go, it's a 9.3 car. It's a 9.2 car. So you don't think you can build a car that is better than the GTD for $250,000? If the price tag is going to be close to $300,000 by the time it's all said and done? I think you can. So I just think it's one of those cars that is irrelevant to me, just like a McLaren is irrelevant to me, just like a high-end Lambo is irrelevant to me. It is irrelevant. It is not in my wheelhouse. It is not in the Mustang. Like, the Mustang owners should not rah-rah this car. But this is what's going to happen. You're going to be on some subforum somewhere, and someone's going to say something about the GT3 or GT2 RS, and then some window-licking fucktard is going to go, oh, yeah? Pfft, I got 3 words for you. GTD. Just like assholes that talk about the Demon and the GT500 bring up the Cobra Jet as if that fucking matters on the street. Oh yeah? What about the Cobra Jet? You mean the car built by Watson Racing? That one? They receive a car body in white, shove a 2.9 Whipple in it, a Turbo 400, a Ford 9-inch, Goodyear slicks from John Force's top fuel car, and it goes 9.3, and you call that shit Billy Badass that you can't register? Please shut the fuck up. Please shut the fuck up. Also, let's talk about the hypocrisy. Now that people are battling, they're battling the blower wars. The blower wars have now started again, but with Roush and Whipple. I love it because Roush is a big company. Before it was Whipple and VMP, and it was like kicking puppies, right? VMP is a tiny company, did make their own blowers, casted it at Roush, and what have you. Now Roush has their blowers casted by Magnuson based on the, I speculate, the soured deal that VMP had with them. Now they institute a dual throttle body setup And the same motherfuckers that said I was stupid for criticizing the dual throttle body inlet for 24 Mustangs are now rah-rahing the Whipple for having one throttle body. Think about that. Think about the hypocrisy that these guys are putting out there. And again, these guys are the have you ever noticed that a hero, their villains are ugly? Guys, do me a favor. You know who the enemies and the ops are. Google them. Go to Facebook. Click on their profile. There's a reason Batman's villains are the Penguin looks like he does. The Joker looks like he does. And Two-Face looks like he does. And with Superman, it would be Lex Luthor, a bald guy. Who's the other guy? Darkseid, right? And like the ugliest thing ever. And who else is a Superman villain? Which is the one that they put in the General Zod. So it is interesting to see these group of guys. They post a lot, talk a lot of shit. All you got to do is click on their shit and know why they're so salty on the internet. Y'all ugly as shit with the loosest sleeves on the fucking planet. But it is interesting to me that those same people that talk a lot of shit were saying Alex doesn't know nothing because he's saying he shouldn't have two throttle bodies. And now they're going, you don't need two throttle bodies to make power. All you need is one good sized throttle body. Oh my fucking God. Unbelievable. We'll talk about all that's going on. I also wanted to mention, honorable mention about shops. A lot of shops, shout out to Parker Performance. Parker Performance has been so smooth with for me, I don't know about Nardi, Devin, Junior, Dakota, and Brandon. But when it comes to me dealing with Parker, no issue. Hey, looks like it's got a leak. Checked it out, no leak. You sure? Cool. Oh, this one had a cracked manifold. Replaced it with another manifold. Here's a log. I'm like, 3 tunes tops. You know, cookie cutter tunes that actually have proper patches applied. Those cookie cutter tunes, those go out and the customer gets their great running car and they're happy as shit. Within 2 or 3 revisions, it is wonderful. Multiple different setups. Kenny Bell throttle bodies, Kenny Bell blowers, twin 60 VMPs, single throttle body setups, twin 69s, 87mm throttle bodies, Mach 1s, ESS Gen 3s, and every setup on the planet. I'm not talking just one cookie cutter setup that is a stock throttle body setup, turbo or Sentry. No, I'm talking about ovals. I'm talking about dual 60, 69s, and 65s, 87s, and stock throttle bodies. So shout out to Parker Performance. But shops that are now starting to see the light with the Coyote are starting to feel the pressure of going, wait a minute, now we have to pay attention to Coyote, because let's say you're an LS shop and that's all you do. But your customer goes, I'm sorry, I saw Cletus go 9.3 with one of these Whipples and I want to run the same number. I'm going to give you a bit of advice so that it streamlines your process. Again, this goes to the LS shops that are getting into the Coyote game. You don't need to do a goddamn thing to this motor except boost, fuel, and octane. That's it. Get it out of your head about meth. Get it out of your head about cams. Get it out of your head about porting. Get everything out of your head. If you, let's say, have a Whipple 21 plus F-150 and you want to make 700 plus rear wheel horsepower, that requires over 12 PSI or maybe 13 because of drivetrain loss if the customer just wants to see a number. In order to support that boost, you got to have the octane. So you're either going to use octane booster or race gas or E85. If you're going to use E85, you need at least a 1000 cc injector and a return style fuel system from 4 Innovations, preferably at least a level 2. So if a Mustang goes into your LS shop, if a F-150 goes into your LS shop, you do not need to touch the motor for shit. You add boost and fuel. Don't nickel and dime the dude. You need this. Nope. Makes life a lot easier because a lot of people go, wait a minute, what do you think cams will do? Nothing. What do you think? I mean, depending on the power output. What do you think meth will do? Octane and maybe some cooling, but not like LS's. It's just not a thing. With Coyotes, especially, let's say, Whipple or modern intercooling with VMP Odins, Whipple, E-Forces, you don't need to do shit up to 15 or 16 PSI. Then you start to see some issues with the IAT, creep up to 140, 150, 160. And on ESS kits, same deal. Anything under the 110 millimeter pulley, you're going to start seeing a G3X. You're going to start seeing the creeping up of IAT become an issue. So if you're an LS shop and a Coyote shows up to your shit, no meth, no cams, no porting, no nothing. Boost, fuel, get him out of there. Hopefully that helps you guys out. Parker Performance says, having fun on this side and always grateful for having Lund on the tuning for us. All you have to do, Parker, is just bang out shit that is repeatable. And obviously, you know the setups by now. You know what we're capable of. We know what you're capable of. As long as you hammer out tunes, you're going to do really good. We can build better. We can build a better track-oriented Mustang for less than $300,000 using a 350R and putting an ESS blower on it. So I've driven my Corvette. I've driven my Corvette a little bit, and I'm gonna tell you, I love it. I love the car. It's working flawlessly, but I think I've lost that love and feeling. I think I've lost that love and feeling. Like, so the problem when a car is gone that long, you realize you don't miss it all that much. Or maybe you missed, it's just like girlfriend. When you break up with a girlfriend, the memory of her is better than the reality of her. You understand? So when I got my ZR1 and it was stock, I loved it. AC worked, everything worked, transmission worked. I could feel like I could drive it from here to California and back and not have an issue. Now that I've had it a little while, it's got headers, sounds great. Got a new transmission from Ben Calimer, great job. Got a tune from LMP and a flex fuel sensor, awesome. I don't feel the same way. Not because of that, it's because it was gone so long that when I got it back, I went, eh. Like, I drove it a little bit and I went, I'm not excited. I went, eh. And you know, you drive it in Florida weather, and you look at the IAT2, and it's slammed at 140. Like, it's slammed at 140, and I'm not going wide open throttle. I'm literally just cruising the car. And I'm like, IAT's at 140, huh? So I'm like, and it's got Kong intercooler bricks. It's ported. So, and it's got a nice ram air intake. So I'm like, and again, I'm not saying anything about LMP or Ben Calimer. They did great work, and the car is a better car. I am not that excited over the vehicle anymore. I'm just like, it's okay. You know, it's okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drive it a little bit and decide what to do. If I sell it at the end of the year and get into something that I want, but it just doesn't tickle me like it used to. And maybe it's because it's been gone so long that I got the S197 I love. Like I love the S197. It's slow as shit, but I love the S197. The Corvette makes me go, cool car. But you go, So if in the late summer, I run the number that I need to run, maybe that can go too. I've always thought I would keep it forever. But the more I have to put into it to make it perform at optimal conditions all the time, meaning lid, meth probably, bigger heat exchanger, I'm probably $5,000 to $6,000 more dollars into it. And it is not a cheap man's car. It is not a car for the faint of heart when it comes to spending money. Okay, if Ben would have charged me what it would have normally, if Ben would have charged me what it actually costs to get that car running, I would have been up $20,000. If Alec Bledsoe would have actually charged me what I would have been a good chunk of change too, but he gave me a great discount and I love you guys for it. So I'm going to get my content. I'm going to do my thing. Then I'm going to decide what to do with that car, because the more I look at these motherfucking Cobras, I want one. The more I look at these backdraft Cobras, I know it's probably ridiculously impractical and not good as a daily, just like the ZR1. The ZR1 is not practical. Like, I got in it and I go, I forgot how low it was. It looks great standing still. Like, you look at it, you go, that's a bad bitch, right? But it is not one of these cars that's like a 4-second capable 60 to 130. It's probably now a 550 60 to 130 car with E40. If I get E40 in it, it'll probably go 5.5, 60 to 130. So I want to make sure that I get that number, and then I can tell that bitch when to go.
Tell me when to go. Tell me when to go. Tell me when to go.
Yeah, it's going to be gone. I think. I don't know. We'll see what happens at the end of the summer. Nice car. I think I lost that love and feeling. 93 Cobra with a car. Get the fuck out of here with a 93 Cobra. You want to talk about impractical and having my back all sweaty and smelly from the tweed seats and the lack of AC. I'm good. I've always wondered why Lund Racing doesn't tune GM vehicles. Have you seen the clientele? Have you seen the clientele? Ali Al Husseini. I wouldn't get rid of it. The few guys I know who had Z0601s missed them years after. Mr. Gearhead. They miss them like they miss an ex-girlfriend. You miss the Toto. Think about it. When you, and let's say, everyone here right now, think about your most recent ex, and you're like, I miss when she did this. I miss the cooking. I miss the sex. I miss the whatever. But do you miss the having to go to farmer's market? Do you miss the drama? Do you miss the arguing? No. So the Corvette is only good when I'm beating the shit out of it. It's the only time the Corvette's good. It drives really hot. It's hot inside the car. IATs are high. So it's only a good winter car here, or a good Northeast car in fall or spring. Summer, I can't imagine it's good up there. So here, it's only good between October and March. And after that, it's not worth going wide open throttle because 160 plus IATs is probably not a good idea. Get a 350R, I don't know. So what you're saying is you're selling the Vet and buying and building a Boss 302. Got it. Everyone wants you to buy. Why would I want to build a Boss 302? Like, don't get me wrong. There could be a couple of holy trinities I can pull off. I can pull off these holy trinities. The S197 holy trinity, right? GT, Boss 302, GT500, right? S197 holy trinity. The American muscle car holy trinity. Viper, GT500, Corvette, ZR1. Okay, I'm one vehicle away from owning either trinity. Do you know what I'm saying? So I don't know that it's worth buying a Viper because the Corvette is quicker than a Viper would be. And I'm going to want to tinker with the Viper. And you think Corvettes are expensive. Yeah, no, I'm unless I have a Viper that makes 1,000 with twin turbos in it already with Motec for guys, that's a $200,000 car. Like it's a non-starter. And again, it's not relatable to anybody. And I know you guys go, who cares if it's relatable or not? Do you want it? I would love a Viper, but having the ZR1, it's like you're getting in the same vehicle. Manual, rear-wheel drive, big motor, lightweight. I'm like, this is the same car. Desire is a trap. It is. What about Pookie Trinity? Alex, ESS 350R and call it a day. If I'm going to get a GT350, it's 100% an R. It's like me missing video games and just staring at the screen for an hour when I actually start the PC. So that's a great example. I loved Street Fighter growing up. I thought Street Fighter, I was addicted to Street Fighter. When Street Fighter 2 Championship Edition came out in the arcade console, I was probably 14. And I played it. Countless quarters went into the corner store arcade. Once I beat Bison, I was like, oh, then Championship Edition came out. And I was like, oh, I got to get to that. Then Championship Edition Turbo came out. And then Akuma showed up. And you're like, oh my God, this motherfucker throws fireballs in the air? This guy's too powerful. He was a problem. Then nothing happened for a while. I didn't care about Third Strike. I didn't care about anything else. And then Street Fighter 4 came out for the PlayStation. And I got into it for about 3 weeks. And I said, the memory was better than the reality. So when this Corvette has been gone 5 months, it was gone 5 months, I think. Again, no fault of anybody. It was gone 5 months. When I got it back, I drove it twice already. And I'm like, we'll see if Saturday morning the weather's better. I'll get out there, beat it up, let it stretch its legs, and see if I fall back in love with it. But right now, I've lost that love and feeling. But said if Viper isn't president unless it's got turbos, listen to the rest of my comments. I would love a Viper, and it'd have to be twin turbo, but that's a $200,000+ car with like Motec and a badass built T56. South Florida, hot as fuck. Never check any stats. It just works. I don't know what he's talking about. Why does stock tune knock on the 18 plus 50 no matter the fuel grade? Why does the stock tune knock on the 18 plus 50 no matter the fuel grade? I don't think it does if you put race gas in it. 93 in Sarasota is not the same as 93 in Maryland, Louisiana, Texas, or California. Puerto Rico has the best fuel I've ever seen in my life, to the point where I tell people there is nothing left if you put E85. Maybe a little bit more torque down low because you can throw a spark in it. But peak for peak, it's probably going to make about the same power because you're already seeing max spark because the fuel is that good. So maybe the fuel in your area generally sucks. Get a glass roof S197. That's stupid. Why would I want a glass roof S197? That's like getting a T-top. That's like getting a T-top Fox body. Makes it worse. There are some guys in Colorado with some 1,500 to 2,000 horsepower Vipers. They're wild and I imagine super expensive. My 350R was so finesse and smooth. The sound, they're really badass car. They really are. Why does the stock tune? Again, Jesse, man, why the fuck do you put it up there twice? Like, do you think that comment is so crucial and it has to be answered that you copy pasted a bunch of fucking times? Before you started with the 01, did you ask what you wanted to do with it? Yes. I said I want a 9-second 01 and a high 4-second 60 to 130 eventually. So that means it's going to get cam and heads if the bottom end isn't fucked up. So it's going to get cam heads, but guess what? Cam heads requires the bill is already five grand. No, it's not, Alex. Okay, I'm not doing this fucking work. You should see my garages. I have work for years, so I don't have time for this shit. So I have to know that right off the rip, it's gonna be 5 grand. Labor, shipping, everything. Guys, think about it. The Fairmont and Corvette shipping alone was over $5,000. Listen up. Shipping was over $5,000 just to get the vehicles there. Understand, this is not a poor man's game. Same for the Xbox 360, PS3, memories, friends, and now all the guys are impregnating girls. This motherfucker looking at negative 2 degrees, not thinking it's knocking. Sell the 01 after boost season, then decide who had the Luntune 350 and the Ghost Camp centrifugal car. That shit is tits. I agree. Glass roof is just a heavier GT. Exactly. Like, when people buy or lust after a T-top Fox body, I laugh my ass off. The Fox body is a rattle trap and a death trap. You're going to now make it structurally worse and annoying and potentially leaky with, oh, who drives it in the rain? It's Florida. It could be beautiful outside and you take a right turn and there's a tornado right there. Nicholas Mangione says, bro, I joined when you started to say you wanted a Cobra and I was like, what the fuck happened? Then you specified backdraft Cobra. Yeah, Nicholas, you really, you thought I meant Terminator Cobra? Backdraft Cobra. Is there an echo in here? I agree. Do you want to put money into it? What are you talking about? Business expense? No. Ivan, everything I have done is expensed. And again, if you really want to do something, you just have to sit down and concentrate and do it. And this is why I started working on my own Fairmont. I didn't have the time. I have the money, but I don't have the time. But I said, I got to learn. This is a long-term project, and it has forced me to learn. Same thing with taxes. The tax situation got so silly that I was owing the government 5 figures every year. And I said, this has to stop. And then what did I do? I didn't know shit about taxes. I didn't know about sole proprietor. I didn't know about expensing. I didn't know about any of this stuff. I didn't know about depreciation, nothing. I sat down one whole weekend, 8 to 5, both days. And I hammered out my taxes. And I went, I just saved myself $12,000 this year just by paying attention to it a little bit. I took out all the receipts, itemized it, printed up all the paperwork, marked it with a highlighter. And these are all the things I spent on the business, deducted, everything was kosher. Now this year coming up, the government's going to owe me money. It's going to owe me money. Bet me on that. Yeah, Joe Swish, $5,000 in shipping. Each car was $1,300. So $1,300 times 2. So that's $1,300. That's $2,600. And then bring them back down. That's $5,200. Shipping. Hey, Alex, quick question. 19 GT 10R80 says, two ball tire says, hey, Alex, got a quick question. 19 10R80 stock motor, stock trans, making 950 raw horsepower. It's just going to blow up. This may sound dumb, but when I made a pull and what felt like 3, 4, 4, 5 made a 12 pulls, no hiccups at all. What do you think? Your shit's about to blow up. It probably already blew up. You probably have a ringland ready to crack. You did 12 back-to-back pulls. Oh, no, you did 12 pulls since you felt slip on the 3, 4, 4, 5. You probably blew it up. Find a GTC. Shut up with your glass roof. Shut up with your glass roof. God damn it. Build a 3-valve. Okay, you guys are just stupid. Damn, I shit my pants. That's why I'm late. What's up? Everyone says Savar Martiner. There's some guy standing in front of Home Depot looking to help you out with the labor. And look, there's a guy here, Tyler, who's helped me out. By the way, he located a catback for me. He's always on Facebook Marketplace. He goes, Alex, there's an 11 to 14 Cook's catback, brand new. You can get it for super cheap. I zelled him the money. I trusted him. I said, here's money. And that's the thing. You could absolutely get a lot of shit done if you're willing to do this. Guys, if you have money and you're willing to spend it, you can get a lot of shit done. You just have to become a project manager at the end of the day. But what I'm doing is I'm trying to do everything myself to save on labor, except for the things I couldn't do. Transmission on the Corvette and the diagnosing of, the installation of the flex sensor kit. And I let Blexo tune it, and he went through it because he knows ZR1s better than I do. I was happy to pay that stuff. Are the vehicles actually able to be depreciated over time period? Yes, they are. I have a 19 Mustang with 373 gears. That is Whippled. Is this a good gear ratio for roll racing? Yes, classic. Absolutely. You have a D4 MT82. Fourth gear is 1-to-1. You can rev to freaking 8,000 RPMs. So if I were you, I'd do 410s in the sucker. Alex, if you own a 350 and were to boost it, which one would you choose and why? So I would say Whipple, but because Whipple has been fucking weird lately, I'd probably do an E-Force with an 87 millimeter throttle body or a 103 millimeter throttle body that takes similar tuning, and 120 millimeter cold air because it's a TVS. It hits harder down low. Port it by Greg because I wouldn't do an Odin, but if Roush had a Roush, Odin, same thing. Unless can I make two throttle bodies? Maybe, but it just Lund Racing, I wouldn't expect them to take much time collaborating on it because it's not going to be a volume thing. So there are certain combinations that I bother the Lunds with. Other shit that I can tune, I'll take care of it. But I don't bother the Lunds with like one-offs that potentially doesn't have a future because it just takes time and resources away from the guys. Do you want to dump a ton of money into the ZR1 to gain a second 60 to 130? Sounds like you don't. I definitely don't. I don't want to spend $8,000 to go from 550 to 490. That's crazy talk. Maybe you could put a glass roof in the Fairmont, put Tyler on your payroll. I thought about it, but yeah, I thought about it. Shit, you got them goons. Alex, do you think Alex, do you opinion on putting, okay, 5-0, do me a favor, take an aspirin. You might be having a stroke right now, but I'll read the message. Alex, do you opinion on putting 373s on a 10R80? Just a question out of curiosity. Are you drag racing only? Are you looking to go into 7th gear at the end of the track? 355 cars, like one of the biggest complaints I get from 355 performance package owners is, hey, can you extend 6 out? Because on the 6-7 shift, it just dies. That's right. You got a 26-inch tire on a 10R80, and you do a 6-7 watt because the top of 6 is 130 something or high 120s. And you have to go into 7th. And it just goes, what? But you want to avoid a watt 6-7 shift at all costs. So then you back it down to 315 and you complain that it's lazy down low. What do you want to do? Do you want to roll race or do you want to drag race? Not both. I did 409 on 18 manual, best mod ever. Just got engaged when my nephew sold this car. It was tuned through Lund. Can y'all unlock it? I don't know. It all depends on how many times it's been someone stuck its finger up its ass. So again, the Chevron deference might be able to open the door for eMotion to sue the EPA, but it would cost money, and I think he just wants to be done with it. But if you have the ability to get back millions of dollars and all of your money back and potentially reopen the e-motion business. I don't think he wants to go through that. I think it's just too much bullshit. Chuck Stern says, I remember a while ago you said Lund made some advancements with the 4R200 tuning. PBH is selling the hub again. Is it dialed in better for the street? Yes. It has to do with the... So remember when the 4R200 first came out? The biggest issue with the 4R200 was the 3, 4, which is 6. Remember, it's 1, 2, 3, 6 if you want overdrive. So there was an issue with the 1, 2, 3, 6 shift, and then subsequently the 6, which is overdrive, 3 shift, because it has to skip 5 and 4 and then unlock the converter. So there was an issue with the 1, 2, 3, 6 shift, then subsequent downshift from 6, 3, 2, 1. It looks like they have it licked. They've done some testing. Asked in the ticket system if that's something that they're looking to offer to the customers. But according to everything I know, I think they finally fixed the 4R200 1, 2, 3, 6 issue. The N-Gage was discontinued along EPA. A common issue on forums, factory should not be knocking on 91 octane. Yeah. Says who, Jesse? If the 91 octane sucks, why shouldn't it knock? Tell me that. Riddle me this. If the 91 octane sucks, why should it not knock? Explain that to me. Answer the question. Don't wait for the translation. Should the car knock on 87? Yep. Should the car knock on 89? Yeah. Yes. So, if the knock sensors are adding timing because the octane is good, when the octane is not good, it'll probably kill timing. So why do you think that it should not knock on 91? What planet did that become law? Where stock Coyotes should not knock on 91? I don't know where the hell you heard that. Alex, is buying used headers a good thing or just buy them new? What the fuck happened today? Is this peasant chat? Did we stumble onto the peasant chat? Gerardo, can you afford new headers? Yeah, buy new headers. You can't afford new headers? You probably shouldn't have a Mustang. But Alex, you have to dyno in 7th, so shifting to 6.7 is fine. See, this is where a lot of people think I'm the villain. No, I'm the hero in this situation. I'm trying to save you from a headache. But the people that don't like what I have to say are people that sell things or people that are in competition with the company I work for, Lund Racing. Never does a person go, I agree with him, so I'm not going to talk shit. No, they're going to go, wait a minute, he's talking shit on Whipples, so I got Whipples on the shelf. I'm going to say something against him because he's saying shit that's against my business. That's fine. But that means you're lying. Because my job, it's not my job, but the reason I started all of this, because I was sick and tired of all the bullshit that you guys are saying. Remember, guys, the reason I'm here is because YOLO douchebag started saying you are all full of shit. Remember that? Did you guys forget why I'm here? YOLO douchebag literally said every tuner is full of shit. Most tuners have vetted files from somebody else and they just slam them left and right. Most guys steal files, add a degree or two, da-da-da-da-da. When I was not in the industry, I was like, this guy's so fucking awesome. Oh my God, this guy's the fucking best. Oh, look, there he is. Then when I get in the industry, he's going to actually see that the shit he's been saying is 100% right. And the culpable parties are the people that were trying to prop me up for the longest time. The people that were more interested in me supporting them were actually the people guilty of doing what YOLO douchebag accused them of doing. He said the forums told us everything I need to know. Exactly. Michael Merck says, I got 355s in my A10 and at an 8100 it shifts out at 125. I think I'm going to do 331s, be a good middle ground, one less shift to 60 to 130. I agree. Blue 99 says, Orale Holmes just installed the Mantic twin disc customers Roush 18 Mustang and Lord, that clutch is good as hell. People think that I was just promoting them because I was getting a kickback. Understand this. No clutch manufacturer, no fuel system manufacturer have ever told me, hey, here's money so that you can say your product is good. They have said, here's a clutch, What do you think? And I go, it's a good clutch. I had great success with it. It was very good. The car went 10-4, 10-1. My Gen 1 black car went 10-1. And it was great. And never really had an issue. And then I promoted it forever. Price went up, price went up, price went up. Then Jeff Gerkel bought the whole company. And then it became 100% a North Carolina or South Carolina thing. And according to everything I know, the quality stayed the same. Jeff Gerkel's doing great. Cool. That's all I'm doing. Getting my opinion based on a part that they give me. I stopped doing that because I started noticing that everyone wanted the blue check mark through me. And I said, nah, I'm good. GP with M3 says, used headers have too much carbon buildup so they don't flow well. I've been here since 2012. YOLO for life, says D-Rock Fox. Nick Nair says, Alex is the only Coyote content creator you can trust. Everyone else is selling parts. Look, I give you guys parts. If you remember, thank you so much for paying a monthly nut. If you're a Patreon subscriber, thank you very much for paying a monthly nut. And you guys get prioritized when giveaways happen. And I have about 20 giveaways. Once MFP shows up with stuff, I haven't really taken full advantage of PMAS's giveaways because I feel a little weird every week giving something away that I don't really have in hand. Like, I want to have it here so that I can say, here you go, here's a giveaway. So it feels like I'm telling a company to give something to somebody that wants something. It just doesn't feel right to me. Like, I even told the Lunds, I said, can I buy 4 LRXs and then I give them out? And they're like, oh, we should just do a discount program. No, you don't understand. I need to have it. I need to own it. I need to own it here in retail so that I can feel okay giving it away. I don't want the end user to jump through hoops at all. Not at all. Alex, here's 4 devices at retail. Okay, here's the money. Ship them to me. You ship them to me, and then I give them away. That's the way it should work. Unless it's an accounting thing that messes things up, then forget it. I'll just give something else away. That says, and now the industry walks on motherfucking eggshells. They get buried if they act up. And that's not my intent. I don't want the industry to walk on eggshells. I want the industry to be honest. Be honest with your customer. Be honest if you tell somebody, I can't tune anything but stock throttle body setups because that's the only file I got. Just say that. Just say that. Instead of saying, sure, I can tune a, Twin 69, a Kenny Bell 168, Kenny Bell Twin 75, a Whipple 170 elliptical, like Ford Mono. No, it's like I have one file that I trust and I'm going to just hammer that, but I'm going to lie about it and tell everyone, hey, don't get that throttle body, get the stock one. And I'm like, then just tell them you can't tune it and then move on. Like, be honest. And the problem is you're giving up money. So they'd rather lie. Oh, you should just do twin turbos. But I have a pump gas 80 millimeter 2.3 liter Roush blower and I'm happy. Yeah, you should get twin turbos if you want me to tune it. Roll racing on stock motor and 10R80 twins or ESS, both. Again, twins depending on the boost level. If you want the thing to live a long life, keep it under 13, 12 psi because twin turbos makes a good chunk of steam with 13, 14 psi. ESS, if you get a 100 millimeter pulley, guys, my motor let go with 800 horsepower. But I suspect it was because my catch can setup. Again, I've really railed against you guys using sealed catch can setups, meaning crankcase ventilation goes out into a sealed can that does not vent to atmosphere and then gets plumbed right back into the crankcase. I'm like, probably, or the intake. I don't think you should do that. I think you should vent it all to atmosphere. I remember when you kept finding your Easter eggs in tunes done by others, bro, Aliyah Hosseini. And that's the thing. We don't give up the Easter eggs. A lot of people look at a tune and they go, why is that number there? Why is that number there? They don't know. And then certain people set up Easter eggs to go, that number is there for the sole reason that if we were to ever get a tune that we suspect was stolen, that can lead me down a shitty path. Because I personally know people that have reversed a Lund file. That should not have reversed a Lund file. Like, oh, good stuff, but that's not for today. That's for when I get out of the industry. Just dropped my 2020 GT at PK Auto for a K member, aluminum drive shaft, rear camber arms, rear tow rods, and drag springs all around. I bet you went with BMR shit. I bet you 100% T1 Auto Care, you went with a bunch of BMR shit. Right, T1 Auto Care? Hey, T1, tell me what K-member, what camber arms, oh, okay. And what drags, tell me what company you bought all that shit from. What multi-blade clutch manages its chatter best? Noise at idle is irritating. Welcome to the club. It's like that forever. Debating on selling one of my N-gauges. What's a good price for a brand new HP Tuners N-gauge that's never been married with a cable? Never been married with a cable, $500. $500. Scott Franks, thank you for becoming a Puti level member. Air conditioning fun for Theo. Thank you so much. I am looking into portable air conditioning units. I sweat so much now. It's so muggy. It's middle of July. It is dumb hot in Florida. How many Sisqo is up to? So, thank you. Again, you guys are the best. The Amri is the best. And this is why I love the Amri. Sisqo Performance went from 5,005 to 5,400 or 5,500 subscribers. Guys, we bumped up 450 subs Sisqo Performance since Tuesday. That is 2 days. Good job. Great work. Shout out to them. I don't know if they what's the latest videos? Let me see if they got a video. Cars and Coffee. I don't know if anyone in here said anything. Let me see. I don't know if any of the comments are like, hey, oh, look at that. Luis Nieves says, Alejandro Flores sent me here. Sisqo Performance says, welcome. Thanks for joining. Merc2275 says, Amory showing some love. And he's like, you're all amazing. Thank you for watching. New follow from YDBT. Hey, thanks for the follow. Working hard to build out this channel for y'all. Alejandro Flores spread the good word about you and your business. He's like, tons of support from the Flores family. Thank you for the kind words. Wow, guys, this is awesome. Thank you for the support. Boy, he replied to all of them. Thank you all. Appreciate the engagement. Guys, this makes me happy. Because this Emery, and he spelled it. He spelled it correctly. Sisqo Performance, shout out to you. Congratulations. You put out good content. You seemingly have a good head on your shoulders. And you seem to have a really good business over there. And that's the only reason I had the Emery say hello, because I just want to show support to the people that do well. Same thing with Alec Bledsoe. When I saw Alec Bledsoe doing what he was doing and talking how he was talking, and the quality of the product he was putting out there, I said, Amory has to show up. We got him money for World Cup. We got him subs, and they're doing great. What about the V10 guys? Remember the V10 guys? So Alex was in line then at T1 Auto Care. What's happening? 4 red cars. What's happening here? Yeah, 111. Thanks for the knowledge. Been watching past lives and videos to understand more about the Coyote. Ordered Dough My God cookies today due to you. Figured you should get some dough. Well, and T1 Autocare says, can't be honest to the customer when they love hearing lies. You're not wrong. Oh, T1 Autocare. Bum, bum, ba-dum. Where is the failure horn? T1, what are you doing? Why'd you delete it? What? T1, why'd you delete it? Let me see. S197 have had the picture. 4 red cars. Just Bryson Wynn nuked it. He's like, the fuck out of here. Bro, Bryson, this is why I have mods. T1 Auto Care, I don't have a personal grudge against you. But the BMR stuff does not fly on this channel. BMR is persona non grata on the Amory channel. Slow99 says, no, under 500 it is. You got first dibs if you'd like. I have an HP Tuners N-gauge in the Corvette monitoring IAT, alcohol percentage, spark, and I forget the other one. I'm just going to mount this, suction cup it, and it's just good data collection. I have 4 engages here, brother. I appreciate you, though. How many boxes does Sisqo use to make an R8 fast? That'd be a good question to ask him. Hey, Sisqo, you probably don't know me from a hole in the wall. I want to interview 337 Speed and Sisqo Performance because I want to ask you specifics, like nitty gritty. And I really want to ask you about the C8 stuff. I want to ask you about the E-Ray stuff. When are you going to start doing E-Ray? You guys know on this channel, I have been an E-Ray fanboy since it came out. all-wheel drive, hybrid, and if they turbocharge or supercharge, I'm a supercharger guy. So I want a supercharger. If I'm ever going to get an E-Ray, it's going to have to be supercharged. Fuck this turbo shit. I want supercharged stuff. I want instant power done. So if an E-Ray, guys, that would be, what a, you want to talk about practicality. You want to talk, fucking EPA. You want to talk about practicality. All-wheel drive, hybrid, supercharged, pump gas Corvette, making high 900s combined. Oh, dude, all freaking day. Gen 3 RS 97 is better than the Whipple S650. Absolutely. He can sit there for a minute. It's all good. Build it yourself. Just finished the exhaust on the V10 recently. They did. Did they run it? Build it yourself. So we got that channel bumping too. Build it yourself. I don't know how much they went up by. They have 26,700 subscribers. Look at that. Build it yourself channel. They actually, whoa. Jesus, the base. They're looks like our channel bump helped them get a 4K camera. Shit. You know, honestly, I don't know if I ever want to get to this point of fabrication knowledge. This is why. When the fuck am I going to be able to do anything? Like, okay, let's say tomorrow something catastrophic happens and I'm not working at London anymore. Okay, I get it. Build shit all the time. Try to make it, do everything yourself and whatever. But I just don't have the time. And these guys probably have regular jobs. And then after work, boy, this guy has a whole fucking machine shop. Look at this.
We've taken full advantage of the 3D printing process. You can see here we're actually...
I love his microphone too. Look, guys, you're doing everything right. Build it yourself. You got good microphones, good camera equipment, and you have ridiculous fabrication knowledge.
Transitioning from oval on the head to circular on the pipe.
Hey, I'm going to need a set of turbo headers for a supercar heads. Do you know what I'm saying? Build it yourself.
And each single...
Just in case the motor comes back in the Fairmont. Yeah, imagine a Trinity Turbo Fairmont. Oof.
Runner has their own unique...
Run a solid 8.0.
Flange. You can see here...
Okay, let's just get to the nitty gritty. Suspension. Oh, look at this. Yo, did y'all fucking cast that shit with... Or is that 3D printing? Y'all casted that? Shit. Dude, I mean, come on. He wasn't even done. I love that they're nerdy. I love it. I love that they're nerdy.
We dropped the video, but we want this to look good. We want this to fit right. So we're going to spend the rest of the night getting this to work.
We're having friggin' ice cream.
Good for you. Let's go to the end. Let's see if there's a finished result. Don't need the volume all the way up. You motherfuckers are all right. You sons of bitches are good people. I like you. I like what you're doing. You're nerdy. You're talented as fuck. You know what is pleasing to the eye. You're getting good with the filming. You're getting good with the microphones. You are a wonderful channel. I love it. Oh, come on. It wasn't even turned on, Carlito. I love that they individually marked everything so the bends are proper. These motherfuckers equal length? Bro, y'all went equal length on this shit? Shit, you guys might have a side hustle making exhausts. Shit, get some Trinity shit going in there, bro. Get some Trinity 1314 Mustang shit going in there. Badass. Build it yourself. Follow them. Give them a like and follow if you have not already. Badass shit. Great channel. We need some Diddy backed up with the Bronx Bomber. They haven't started it yet. Gen 3 10R80 MTD2, a roll race car on an ESS G3. Chunko's memory, you're going to want a 10R80 when it comes to the roll race game. This is why. The gear split on the MT82 is too wide. By the time you're in your power band, let's say over 6,000 RPMs with an ESS kit, by the time you shift, you're under it again. And it takes you a while to climb that mountain again. And you shift again, you're under it, and you climb another mountain. When you have an 10R80 car, it goes up to 7,500, shifts, and it drops down to maybe 6,900. And it's just, and it stays at peak power, optimal boost for roll racing is deadly because a 100 millimeter pulley ESS E85 10R80 car probably can go 4s, 60 to 130. And my ZR1 with headers, brakes, 20 pounds of boost, and flex is not a 4-second car. And if it is, okay, currently it's not. If I need to get stickier rubber, which I'm looking to get some 18-inch D&H Performance, if you're in the house, I'm going to need some 18 by 12 4-star CF10s for a Corvette so that I can stuff a big ET Street R in it and not have only rears have me on their page. What does Sisqo bench? Sisqo probably does not bench 2 plates. He probably benches 155 to 185 if I had to guess. UPR box came in today. No red parts allowed. Can't do the hybrid shit. Yeah, I know. I got it. Are you able to share any further behind the scenes LRX developments? Yes, Justin Michael. So the LRX is very powerful. And one of the best things that we have going with the LRX is we have the ear of the programmer. Think about it this way, guys. When was the LRX introduced? Less than 5 months ago. We've already sold 1,000. So let's say we've sold $300,000 worth of shit. Let's just say if we're talking not what we've made, because obviously you have to pay for the LRX, but we now have the ear of the programmer and he is wonderful. So that means features that we think are important on the LRX become part of the norm. And he pushes out updates automatically. And we love it. He just says, here. So this has been the biggest issue with the LRX so far. When we send you instructions, you guys expect a cloud tune to show up and a cloud log to be sent. That's over. Why? The vast majority of customers want to download their logs. I repeat, the vast majority of customers want to download their own logs. Why? They don't have to worry about an internet connection at the track to view logs. They don't have to worry about an internet connection at the track to upload logs. So now we have pushed an update that forces you to read it. And if you just hit OK and you didn't read the update and you still attempt to cloud sync logs, I'm going to get up in your fucking asshole on the ticket system. Because I'm going to say our new update pushed a very specific notification on the LRX. And it says, download your logs. And if you hit OK, click sync, expecting that the logs are in the cloud, logs, tunes are cloud, logs, download, then send. Also, please, everyone here and on the replays, listen very closely to what I'm about to tell you. If you don't know basic computer operation, remote tuning is not for you. If you own a Mac, the LRX is not compatible. The world runs on PCs. You don't see a Mac running a nuclear power plant. Okay? It's all PC stuff. So, if you don't have basic knowledge of computer operation, meaning how to attach a file. How to attach a file? You don't know how to attach a file? Like, really? You still have a Hotmail account? You still have an AOL email? Then you probably should not fuck with this thing. And you should take it to a shop, let the shop do everything. But you should take a class. It's 2024, guys. 2024. You don't know how to attach a log to an email? I get all confused with this computer stuff. That excuse is over because you have an iPhone. And that's why iPhone users piss me off so much. Because y'all think it's a better phone. No, it's for simple people. And it makes everything simple for dumbasses. So I've known people that have an iPhone, but don't know how to attach an email. Attach a log on an email. The only way that a G2 will make 700 to the wheels is race gas or E85 on the 120 millimeter. And that's if you're lucky. 115 will need octane booster or race fuel or E85. I don't think any blower should be sold by ESS unless it's a G3 or G3X. I think the G2 is a complete waste of time to sell. Does the trans relearn work separately on its own function selection now on the LRX? Yes. And by the way, guys, when you guys get a P160 code, it's because y'all fuckers started fiddling around when you shouldn't fiddle around with the LRX. I love people that get in a car, tune the car. And they're like, well, let me see what else this thing does. And they start clicking and clicking and clicking. And all of a sudden, you have fucked something up. I don't know how to get out of this. Holy shit. Should I change the gear size? Should I change the tire size? Don't change fucking shit. Don't change shit. Log, load, monitor. That's it. FYI, Mac owners do have an option to run Windows good. With what's it called? I forget what it was called. There's a program that comes on it that allows them to mirror their workspace with a Windows operating system. LRX is so easy to use, says Coyote, compared to my dead rat I used to use before. I'm an assembly C and C++ programmer. Will you teach me? No. I'm stupid and I still had great experience with Lund, says Evan Smith. Can someone explain the red suspension thing? Someone explain it to him, not me. Let me do a quick favor. Let me go to Patreon, just in case people are there talking. I do the mistake of not checking the Patreon when I'm live. I apologize, but sometimes they are on the after show chat, and they're in there. They're on the chat. So if you're not a Patreon subscriber, Patreon is just a page where we basically have like-minded people. I have 300 members there. There's for sale threads. There's shit talking stuff. A lot of people try to give me a heads up when someone talking shit. We get in details. There's specific videos that are Patreon only videos. So we should be good to go. So yeah. So this is the only car, according to one of the Patreon guys, that should have T-tops. No other car should have T-tops. In my opinion, not other car. No, it doesn't matter. Fox body should not have T-tops. And this backdraft Cobra that they showed, I'm not a fan. I don't like the wheels. I don't like the offset. I don't like the body. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Nope. Nick Nair's there. Nick Perry, Cody Jones, Nick Perry, Edgar, Nick, Cody, Michael Burke, Nick, Ian, Martha. A couple of guys are in there talking some stuff. So if you want to become a part of the Patreon family, you can go in there and have the Amory, have some fun, talk with each other. It's like a private group chat, basically. Hey, Alex, wondering if it's possible for the pre-collision bar. Hey, Alex, wondering if it is possible to use the pre-collision bar for a shift light in the 350. Just wondering if it's possible. I have a 19 Mustang GT. Please let me know if I'm dreaming. It has nothing to do with the tuning. If you have the ability to, well, how would you would have to have something custom, Cat, K2AZ. So if you have like, forescan, maybe you can enable the crash system as a shift light. Why don't you just look down at the fucking tack? I've never had an issue. Just look down at the tack. There it is. Look down. It's so weird to me. G3 isn't much more from the G2. No point. Exactly. 411 and watching, 255 likes. Let's pump those numbers up. People here are the worst. Parallels. Exactly. Parallels is a system that Mac users can use to have a Windows operating system on there. Savar Monitor says, that is one of the reasons I'm upgrading to the blower. I got the G2 just to feel, but everyone is telling you once you get the G3, you'll be yelling wee. I don't even understand why anyone buys a G2. I don't think you should buy the G2, ever. I think the G2 is a complete waste of time. Sorry, ESS. G2 is a piece of, it's a waste of time. G3, G3X, G4R should not even be introduced until you make 1200. I got to know the BMR story sometimes. I've said it plenty of times. Even if it's on the Patreon, I've said it plenty of times. I don't know if you remember, but Racing Jason set records in his vert. Hey, Mark Christensen, what's that got to do with anything? Wait a minute. Are you saying, wait a minute. Are you one of these guys, Mark Christensen, that thinks that Racing Jason had a convertible, so a T-top is not that bad of an idea? Are you trying to make that correlation? Are you trying to make that connection? You're saying, I don't know if you remember, but Racing Jason set records in his vert. Want me to show you his vert? Do you want me to show you what this guy is considering a convertible record-setting car? Really? Really? That's what we're doing here? That's what we're doing here. I'm telling you not to get a T-top car because it's unsafe. And you make the correlation that, well, Racing Jason did it in a convertible. Really? That's the convertible. A motherfucking monkey bar caged up convertible. This is why I don't go outside. This is why you don't see me at fucking meets. This is why you don't see me at takeovers. You don't see me anywhere. There's literally a guy out there that would say, well, that guy went fucking really fast with a convertible. I can't. I can't. I can't. I literally can't. Would there need to be a change in the tune going from 285 3019 to Jacob, just hit up your tuner. Hit up your tuner and he'll make the changes if you need to or not. Go get a car wash in your T-top and see if you're getting sprayed. Whoa. Coyote, Racing Jason used to go through the car wash in his Pro 50 car. Racing Jason used to have no issue driving in the rain in his pro stock looking stupid ass fucking thing. Imagine you go to a meet, right? And you're driving and you have a group of guys that you're not too familiar with. And you see a coupe and you're like, wow, coupes are badass. Wow, look at that GT. And then you look at a T-top coupe and you're like, I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want to roll over in that. It's unsafe. And then someone goes, Racing Jason went with a convertible. The whole dash is set to turn red at a certain RPM in my shift light. No. It doesn't matter. Joey Reyes, he set records. So because Racing Jason set records in a convertible, convertibles are fine to racing. T-tops are structurally weaker than the convertible from the factory. Exactly. Like, you wouldn't catch me dead in a T-top car. Must be a Gen X thing, whatever that means. Oh, T-tops in a convertible? T-top cars? I hate them. I think they're stupid. Turvy, when are we going to get an update? Who cares about Turvy? Or when the weather strip tears out and you get a whistle in the car at over 60 miles an hour and an issue I had in my 2002 C5X. Who the hell wants a convertible ever? The only reason I would like a convertible, and again, it would already have to be built. Like, I'm not building anything else after the Fairmont. I learned my lesson. I'm learning my lesson. I'm going to go through with it. I'm going to finish it. I'm learning my lesson with the Fairmont. Never to build anything. Like, buy it built already. Like, bought, not built is a flex. For busy guys, bought, not built is a motherfucking flex. Ask Craig Walls how many times he wants to build a car like he has now. He's like, nah, I'm done. Fuck all that. It's just too much work, too much time away from things you actually want to do. I can't go out to dinner. Because in my head, I'm like, I got 17 projects at home. I recently saw a YSI 363 Fox making 900 horsepower. Do you think the build costs more than the Coyote ESS swapping? Yep, absolutely. A 363 Fox with a YSI is a $30,000 build. Come on, stop it. G2 is a good option for... No, you're done. You're done. Stop saying it's a good option. Nope. There is no such thing as self-policing. Self-policing is a pulley size. G2 is a good option for someone trying to self-police themselves from going down that deep, dark rabbit hole of chasing power, but I agree, G3 is the move. I don't even think the G2 can mitigate some of that craziness. T-top coupes are effing rare, though. Who cares? Theo, weren't the convertible notchbacks and Ford outsourced them to convert them to convertibles? I don't know about that. EPS says, remember the company that would cut a hole in your new edge and install a sunroof? No. Is that it? No, I don't. My Z06 is a hardtop convertible, best of both worlds. Fuck convertible and moon and sunroofs. Hey, my Cadillac Escalade has a sunroof. I never use it. I literally never use it. My Contour SVT, yes, I had an SVT product. Pretty badass. That had a sunroof, never used it. I said I hate people, must be a Gen X thing. Yeah, I hate people too. I think people generally suck. But, oh man, you know, the older you get, the more you can identify with Clint Eastwood in Gran Torino. Everyone's stupid. Stay inside. Don't go outside. Don't say anything to anybody. And people go, and the problem is you can absolutely become a, what do you call it? What's the word when you just like hate society so much you stay inside? I don't know. I don't think there's a word for it, but I just, an introvert, like a ridiculous introvert. Like you hate people so much because the vast majority of them are stupid. Guys, think about it this way. Let's think about it this way. There's a walking corpse in the White House. A walking corpse. Today he called President Zelensky Putin. Okay, now a couple of words from President Putin. I mean, Zelensky. 45% of the public will vote for him. I don't want to go outside. Why isn't it 98% of the country would vote against him? 45% of the country that were polled would vote for a fucking walking corpse weekend at Bernie's ass having motherfucker. 45%. So how many people do you think are actually semi-smart? Isolationists. Thank you, Peter Chow. You want to know one of the... Okay, guys, you want to see the true ugliness of humanity besides Alec Baldwin? Go to jury duty. Go to jury duty. I went to jury duty. I went Tuesday before. Showed up, dressed okay. I was going to wear like a Metallica Kill Them All album shirt, but I don't know. That would have been kind of weird because I'm brown. So they ask you to talk in these things, and the people don't know how to read. People don't know how to read. One of the biggest things I faced, one of the hardest things I went through as a young man in high school was knowing how to read really well. Being in a classroom full of fucking retards. And the teacher would ask you to read a paragraph, and you blaze that paragraph off with inflection and everything. And then the next guy goes, the hat in the car, and everyone goes, oh. Then I took advanced classes, and there were white people in that bitch. And I was like, nice. And quick-witted, said, and I was like, okay, so the more money you make, the smarter you are. Dude, go to jury duty. The vast majority of people are fucking retarded. You don't want to deal with them. And the older I get, I become an isolationist. Now, when I'm there, I'm like, hey, how you doing? I talk or whatever. At the end of it, I come home and I go, wow, society has gotten worse. All the girls on dating apps will still vote for him. You're not wrong. By the way, the dating channel dropped a new video. That's good stuff. Dio, did you know that Coyote said that he had an all-wheel drive twin-turbo Contour SUT ready to go? Management axed the whole platform, so that went to, God damn. Coyote is an Italian, right? I got to talk to the dude in a very lax atmosphere. Give him a cigar, get him a bitch, so he could be like, I'm going to go to Pound Town later. Yeah. Get him super relaxed and just let him let loose. Because I'm sure all those non-competes are long gone. Called Trump the vice president earlier. Jury duty after the last story you told? No thanks. Exactly. That's TDS at work. Got to put some respect on Biden. He's a politician since 1973. It's time for him to retire, though. Can you tell me what the fuck I got to respect about him, Patrick? So he's been a crook since 1973. Yeah, I got to put respect on that. Get the fuck out of here. Lights are on, but nobody's home. Got to give it to you, Alex. You're pretty literate for an illegal, says Slow 99. That's funny. That's very funny. I'd pick the slow readers in class just to laugh and make everyone else suffer. David Gonzalez says, facts. Reading regarding society and the education, it's sad. Ivan D says, would the government not investing in educated... Ivan D, who is a Holly Haram member, said, would the government not investing in educated, creating idiocracy citizens? Oh, oh, bro. You got to proofread what you're typing before you hit send. Because, my God, would the government not invest in educated, creating idiocracy citizens? Put it under pressure. Goddamn, Sloan, it's funny. Dude. The moment I saw that, I'm like, uh-oh, here we go. Self-fulfilling prophecy, Ivan D. Fuck. Self-fulfilling prophecy. Oh, my God. Gotta love it. Education, autocorrect. Fuck you. Fuck you. Let me go. Let me see. Why did 15 people text me? Okay. Let me type in education. Educate. It autocorrected to educational or education. I typed in EDUCAT and it autocorrected education or educational. It's all good. It's all good. It's a whole bunch of fun. Bring back the comment of the week for this, man. Maybe. We need to fund collages. Take an aspirin. Give Ivan an aspirin. He's probably having a stroke. Maybe toss that though chat GPT first. Oh no. Did you fuck that up too? All things boost. Maybe toss that though chat. Did you mean through? Autocorrect, right? Is it autocorrect get you too? Maybe toss that though chat GPT first. Who I got Junior dropped some fire ass shit today, and I got Nardi. Must be an iPhone. I agree.
Tell me when to go. 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 Go dumb.
Wait, let me see if I can sync it. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on.
Tell me when to go. 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 Go dumb. Tell me when to go.
Fuck. I think I got Junior doing it too. Let me see. Let me see if he's here.
Tell me when to go.
Okay. Wait. Here we go.
Tell me when to go. Tell me when to go. Tell me when to go. Tell me when to go. Go dumb.
Oh, fuck. Shit. We are the autocorrect airman. I can't slow Junior down. Junior doesn't even listen to the show at 1x speed. He's like, I gotta listen to you at 2x. I gotta listen to everybody at 2x. He just needs to process things a lot quicker. But when it comes to rapping, he's a little slow on the delivery.
Tell me when to go. 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 Go dumb.
Oh, shit. Fuck. Is stroke contagious in this chat? Ivan, put the vodka down, comrade. Ivan D, remember, water makes plants grow, not Gatorade. Stay ESS or go Twins. I'd go dig racing, blew my motor, 100 millimeter. If you're going to go dig racing, Twins, because you can control boost better. Or like you, Alex, catch a replay tomorrow. Thank you so much. Bro, exactly. Gets E40 blend, you'll be on that 40 water. Today, I'm talking shit. Alex, the illegal, teaches English. Can JJ the boss do E40? God damn it. 11labs.io. Text to speech. Go to app. What? Just automatically go to app. Let me see. Tell me when to go. Telling me when to go. Lyrics. Genius. Go to Genius. Boy, the internet connection here is phenomenal. Tell me when to go. Here we go. Jesus Christ had dreads. So shake them. I ain't got none, but I'm planning on growing some. Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? Okay. Copy. I know that song way too well. Oh, come on. Text to speech. And then JJ the boss. Is the settings fucked up? Oh, here we go. Let's see what happens when JJ the boss gets after it.
Tell me when to go. Tell me when to go. Tell me when to go. Tell me when to go.
Oh.
Go dumb. Tell me when to go.
Oh.
Tell me when to go. Tell me when to.
Okay, so that's good. So let's see if JJ the boss has better rapping skills than Junior.
Tell me when to go. 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 Go dumb. Tell me when to go. Tell me when.
Fuck. Oh, that's so stupid. You know, sometimes when it's a little slow at work, that's what I do. I copy paste lyrics onto different people's chats. Gas, brake, dip. Put your stunner shades on. Oh, fuck. Got to do that. Back that ass up in Junior's voice. Oh, okay. Let me see. Back that ass up. The last 20 minutes of the show is just stupid shit. Back that ass up lyrics. Girl, you look good. Won't you back that ass up? Girl, you working with some ass, yeah. Yeah, you bad, yeah. Make a N-word. Spend his cash, yeah. Wow. This is long. You know what? Let's have Junior drop some... Let me see Junior V2. Let me see. Let's generate some speech and see how it sounds.
Girl, you working with some ass. Yeah, you bad. Yeah. Make a nigga spend his cash. Yeah, his last. Yeah. Hoes frown when you pass. Yeah, they mad. Yeah. You gonna ride in the Jag. Yeah, with that head, you could smoke or buy a bag. Yeah, of grass. Yeah.
I need the settings to be less variable, so it's going to be more stable. So let's see if more stability makes it better.
Girl, you working with some ass. Yeah, you bad. Yeah, make a nigga spend his cash. Yeah, his last. Yeah, hoes frown when you pass. Yeah, they mad. Yeah, you gonna ride in the Jag. Yeah, with that head, you could smoke or buy a bag. Yeah, of grass. Yeah, got money I can flash. Yeah, and trash. Yeah, I'm a big timer, nigga. Yeah, pull the trigger. Yeah, a play a hat a flipper. Yeah, grave filla. Yeah, I be slanging wood. Yeah, out the hood. Girl, you work.
I didn't know those were the lyrics. So now I'm gonna go to YouTube and I'm gonna look up "Back That Ass Up" instrumental, and I'm gonna try to sync them. Ass Up instrumental. It's probably gonna get copyrighted, but here we go. Let's see.
Flash.
Not even
Yeah,
close.
and trash.
He's better a cappella. So again, if you caught this chat, it's probably not going to be on tomorrow because it's going to get copyrighted and I'm going to have to delete all that. So if you caught it live, good for you. If you didn't, se acabó el party. See, this is the best thing about this chat. We could just fuck around for the last 20 minutes. We don't have to talk cars. We talked movies on the last chat, and you guys appreciated that. You're like, Alex, I could just listen to you talk, movie stuff. And I'm like, I'd rather clone Junior's voice to try to sync it to Back That Ass Up. It's the best thing ever. Back That Ass Up at 96 beats per minute to AI sync to that BPM. I don't have that, Paul. I don't have that powerful of software. If I can auto sync that stuff, it would be awesome. Lund Tune D40. This is exactly what I don't use Lund for tuning. Junior is just openly racist. He said it with an A at the end. It's all good. All motor. What's your definition of max effort? You have high compression, ported heads and cams. Yes, Coyote. Lund Racing taking over the 99 and the 2000. What else he got to say, John?
Yeah, I'm a big timer, nigga.
Whoa.
Yeah, pull the trigger. Yeah.
Wait, those two words don't rhyme because one ended with an A, the other one ended with an R.
I play a hat a flipper.
Weird.
Yeah, grave filla. Yeah, I be slanging wood. Yeah, out the hood. Yeah, let it be understood. Yeah, it's all good.
Wow, those lyrics are trash. Like good, wood, hood. Good job. Ah, bro. When do we get the live TDC again? Probably not for a long time, if ever, Matt. Standalone videos are where it's at. When is it dropping on Spotify? I knew Junior was a real N-word. Joe, I was asking some guy on the comments. He said he was max effort NA car. Max effort NA car is this. Cams, compression, porting. I'm saying max effort means everything. Nitro, 9,000 plus RPMs, ported dick, ported ass, big throttle body, 120. Like, NA means fully gutted. Like, that's max effort NA. This stock bottom end shit, like, if you have a stock long block, that's not max effort NA. Max effort NA is you take your heads off, you get them ported, you get them fucked with, you get them CNC dealed from a good place. You get fucking 14-to-1 compression. You get dumb shit. You rev it to 9,800 RPMs. That's max effort NA. Quarter brick, half a brick, full brick, A. That's full bolt on. We need Alex to say the N. Alex AI to say the N word? No. Why do you need that? Guys, no. That's crazy stuff. Have a good one, fellas. Live TDC was the best. I miss it. I understand. But look, man, if you want to have a dating life, you can't go out there having lives on dating stuff. It's just not going to happen. Last question. Alex, what's your thoughts on a built MTD2 for the T56? Saw a guy claim built MTD2 is better from the Ghost Off podcast. I agree. I agree that a built MT82 is better than a non-built T56. Understand this, guys. A T56 on its own versus a bent Calimer Stage 3, I would put my money on the bent Calimer Stage 3 over a stock T56, even if it's a Magnum XL. You have to have G-Force gear set, PPG this, and not PPG, G-Force gear set, or what's the other place? Is it PPG? I forget. But a couple of people make gear sets for this. And the reason they sell gear sets is because the stock gear set isn't that good on the T56. So at the end of the day, I think it's better to end up with a bent Calimer Stage 3 over a T56. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you very much for hanging out with me today. We hung out. We had Junior drop some bars. We talked about the GTD literally copying the Porsche GT3 RS. We showed the Goodwood Festival of Speedrun of the GTD versus the 350R. The 350R just looked better, more exciting. It actually gets your blood going. We talked about Hypocrite saying that initially 2 throttle bodies were better than 1 on the 24 Mustang, and all of a sudden when Whipple comes out, now they're saying 1 throttle body is better than 2 versus the Roush blower. Hypocrisy at its finest. Again, guys, the villains look like the Penguin, Two-Face, and the Joker for a reason. They're ugly, they shouldn't go outside, they're pasty, they don't get any sun, and they got loose fucking sleeves. Fuck what they got to say. I'm out of here. I'll see you guys on Sunday night. Peasant Chat. We'll hang out then, see what pops up between now and then. I'll catch you guys then. Have a good rest of your week. I'll see you guys Sunday for Peasant Chat to talk to the poor people. Have a good rest of your night. I'll see you guys later.